We are back. This is the Conversation with Clark Garrison. Up next, I know the drum rolls have been waiting, and we've got some folks out there frothing at their mouth. These two ladies are co-managing partners of F Squared Communications Group, a savvy, full-service public relations firm that understands the importance of communications and how it impacts your brand, image, reputation, credibility, and growth. Without further ado, please welcome to the show Miss Nikki Freeney-Wiggins and Miss Keitha Foster in the house. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Clark. Hello.
Well, greetings and salutations to you both. It is a pleasure having Miss Foster on, Miss Freeney we had on. I guess, Ms. Freeney, you know, welcome back. You had to bring in some backup, huh?
Yeah, this month I needed to bring some backup because they tried to beat me up pretty bad last month, Clark.
And before we even, because obviously you already know that we've got some callers that want to chime in and chat with you. First off, ladies, how did you find each other and what gave you the aha moment of we should unite our talents?
Well, you know, I'll take that question, Keitha. Keitha and I have been the very best of friends for at least since 1998. We actually both met in Orlando when we were both working in Orlando, and we were members of the National Association of Black Journalists in the local chapter in Orlando. And there was just something similar in our personalities, in the things that we liked, and we just hit it off really well. And I'll tell you a very quick story. One day my mom came home from work and said she had met this very pretty young lady, nice, intelligent young lady at work who was working with the United Way as a loaned executive. And she just raved and raved about this young lady. And I didn't know who she was, had never met her. Fast forward 6 months, and I met 6 months ahead, and I met Keitha, and Keitha came over to my mom's house with me, and my mom walked in the door and said, "That's the young lady I was talking about that I met at my job who was working with the United Way." And we both, all three of us, just started laughing because it had to be fate that my mom had met her before. So we've been the very best of friends since that time, and decided actually back in 98, 99 that one day when it was right, when God had ordained it, the perfect time, we would join forces and start our own firm together. And that's where we are today.
Powerful. Well, you know, Keith, it's a dream come true working with a good friend. That doesn't happen always.
No, it doesn't. And, you know, we are going to dispel the myth that that friends can't do business and work together. Actually, our running joke in the office for the last couple of weeks have been, at some point, are we going to stop laughing and start working? Because as all the listeners who know Nikki can imagine, a full day gone by without laughing at something Nikki says is very few and far between. So there's a lot of laughs and a lot of jokes between working in our office.
Yeah. I know you ladies, and I can only imagine. Before we dive in, ladies, what your backgrounds are in, if you would, just to kind of give some idea of your experience that you bring to this company, F Squared Communications Group.
I'll go first.
Okay, yes, I'll go first. Actually, I've been in PR my entire career. My degree is in PR from Clark Atlanta University, CAU in the house, for all you family UNs out there. But I did finish at Clark in public relations, spent the top part of my career in nonprofit in PR. So I worked for the Girl Scouts and American Red Cross and some other nonprofit entities, the Arthritis Foundation. Left nonprofit and went right into entertainment. I spent a couple of seasons working for Judge Hatchett on the Judge Hatchett show, during the early part of her show, and then left that part of my life in entertainment and went into higher education. So my background is very varied. And I worked for Spelman College for a while. And while working at Spelman College, built a great relationship with Tom Joyner and his sons, and ended up going to work for the Tom Joyner Foundation, which is what I did the latter part of my career. I worked for Tom Joyner prior to going into business with Nikki for about 6.5 years. So the reason that we can do an integrated, multifaceted company is because our backgrounds are integrated and multifaceted. So, Nikki, I'll let you take it from here.
Okay, my background, I'm a Florida A&M University graduate, Rattlers in the house, and I got my degree in journalism. So I started my career as a reporter, transitioned into public information for the state, worked for the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the governor's office for a number of years before getting into transportation, marketing, and PR. And from there, I joined the 5th largest African-American-owned company in the country as their senior vice president of public affairs, managing all aspects of public relations and government relations. And that's where I began lobbying. I spent 8 years with the company doing lobbying as well as public relations, media relations, crisis communications. That's my background. So as Kiza so eloquently said, we bring so many different variations of PR, communications, public affairs to our company that we can be a multifaceted organization. And the number of clients that we are now acquiring come from all different types of organizations, whether it be nonprofit, whether it be universities, higher education, HBCUs, corporate clients, as well as individuals and local talent and artists. So we have a vast array of experience that we can offer to individuals and companies that are looking for great, savvy, smart, and strategic PR and communications counsel.